performance at the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Benjamin Northey and vocalists Paris Wells and Matt Hetherington. The Premiership Cup is the ultimate symbol of team success, the goal every club strives for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ground your Toyota AFL Premiership Cup ambassador, Tom Harley. We are here at the MCG on this last Saturday in September, at the spiritual home of the great game of Australian football. Let's now welcome the 2010 Premiership Cup. Tom Harley has brought the cup to the ground from Birrarungma this morning and is now retrieving it from this magnificent balloon here at the MCG. And now, in his role as Premiership Cup ambassador, he will hand it to club legends from Collingwood, Peter McKenna, and from St Kilda, Kevin Cowboy Neal. Good luck to both sides in the 2010 Toyota AFL Grand Final. May the best team win.
Magnificent scene here on Grand Final Day, just the perfect conditions. Place full, stadium about to rock. It defines careers. Can a Lion become a legend today? He will if they win. And his counterpart's probably there already, isn't it? It's been 379 games that he's coached since he last coached a Premiership team in 1994. It's been a long wait. Let's go down and join Matthew Richardson and the man who captained the team that last lost to Collingwood in the grand final, Tim Watson.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for reminding me of that. You talked about the conditions. They're near perfect, really, for football. Good cloud cover, no sun in the eyes for the players to contend with. There's just a little bit of breeze, and there's good stick in the ground as well. Richo, so much has been written and said about this game in the lead-up. How do you think it's going to play out early?
The Saints need it to be a tight one-on-one battle early. They need to play on in their backline. They don't do this traditionally. They cannot get stuck there with Collingwood's forward pressure. If they want to score, they've got to take some risks out of their backline, I believe.
So the moment's arrived for one of the rituals in Australian sport. Let's go down and join Craig Willis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand as we welcome Cameron and Taylor Henderson to sing the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
As Bruce said, it is a ritual, and so is the roar. The introductions being made with the officials now, and we edge ever closer to the 2010 Grand Final. And that is a storied family, certainly. The Shaw family, the latest addition. Heath Shaw out on the ground. His dad, Captain Collingwood. His uncle, their last premiership captain.
Feel like the Saints have to take the crowd out of the game, don't you? I mean, this is overwhelming, this Collingwood chant and roar, isn't it?
It's quite remarkable. You hear about the preliminary final being the main two teams, but this is extraordinary.
I mean, there's no doubt this first quarter, always important. There's the coin toss.
This is Mark, mate. Nick, it's your call. Whenever you're ready, Mark, give it a good one. Heads? No, mate. Wait, Nick. Come. All good.
And the battle of the necks is won by Nick Maxwell.
I think the umpire just told Nick Revolt to nick off.
I think so.
But talk about that first quarter. Collingwood are so used to just jumping out and establishing that early lead. So just the ability for St Kilda to stay with them early and get a bit of doubts in Collingwood's mind.
This is our fucking stage. We've got something in the bottle that we don't come from. We've got something fucking deep in our hearts.
The rev-ups. Now, Tom, you would have done a couple of those.
I have, Dennis.
Do you remember anything you said?
Again, without sounding boring, it was stressing just the importance of sticking to your processes, the contest by contest and quarter by quarter.
It's a moment where you know that something has to give. I mean, two teams fully committed, ready, but something has to give in the next 2 hours.
I really enjoyed hearing Nick Revolt, where you could just pick up talking about togetherness, because as a coach, Lee, you're in the lap of the players now, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's about the on-field performers now. And the ability for the on-field leadership to control the game, to take the vagaries of the game and react accordingly.
They don't like each other, these two teams.
No.
This first 5 minutes will be fascinating.
It will be. I mean, we saw the scenes earlier in the year at Etihad Stadium. But I think you're right, Lee. I think the start of the game, we know Collingwood can play with so much intensity. St Kilda just need to absorb it. If they can sneak a goal early, that's going to be really important for them.
It's only both sides have got 4 very small mediums on interchange. So all the height is starting on the field, so which I think was the reason why, to maximise their speed, is why St Kilda left the second ruckman out and went with a small.
It's important to play a really strong, aggressive game, but you don't want to have that misplaced aggression. You want to, obviously put your head over the ball and drive at the footy.
Not now, because the umpires protect the ball carrier, so the player at the footy gets the protection.
Number 16 there, Nathan Brown, in for Prestigiacomo. He's played last week, played well. He was hard done by, at least we thought so, back on Thursday night at selection, but he's back in the team. For everyone who has a heartbreak, and somebody equally blessed. So we're just about set. The players now in their natural habitat, the MCG, the last Saturday in September. Schneider manning up initially on Maxwell, Kazitsky and Reid. The house full sign is up. Dawson and Cloak. And away we go. The grand final is underway. Gardner has to wait. Up goes Jolly. Hooks it down behind. Guess who? Swan down towards half forward. Bounces inside the 50. Storming up the ground. Cloak missed it. Dawes has got it. Quilt got him. Pendlebury is through. Over the top. Will it sit for Didak? Takes him away from goal. Feeds it back to Jolly. Oh! No sign of the Jolly wobbles. He puts it through.
Well, how often do we talk about the ruck contest between the ruckmen who want to go forward, which is Jolly for Collingwood, Gardner for St Kilda, but when the ball went forward, he just took off Jolly. and it was the extra player to score the goal.
And this is where I reckon Alan Didak's at his most dangerous, running back towards goal, whether he's out running himself or drawing the hand pass and getting it that way. Scott Pendlebury started the game so well last week in the preliminary final on the Friday night, started again, but Darren Jolly and Lee Brown have that X factor to push forward as ruckman, and St Kilda are certainly going to need to be on top of that.
And the tackle was laid, but the handball was still effective, so that ability to pin the ball in, always really important to make it a really effective tackle.
24 seconds.
Well, he's their only premiership player going in, Jolly. It's fitting he's kicked the opening goal. Winning in the Swans in his first year. He's in his first year with Collingwood. Speaking of Swans, Swan to Thomas, to Lee Brown, held on to. Pushed forward by Ball, and then Gwilt on the up. Saints, this is really going to test him. Gardner, well done. Dempster to Gwilt. Long ball, over Revolt's head. Kazitsky went to ground. Reid and Swan. So Swan a third early disposal.
And Jones has taken the Swan matchup just to reinforce that.
Johnson, who's got Milne, that's his matchup. Side bottom, the only teenager. Jolly and side bottom again. Side bottom running hard. Collingwood making inroads early. Kick to a dangerous spot. Dawes terrific on the up. Hayes gets hold of him, and then Ray gets hold of the footy to Fisher.
Fisher drives around the outer side. Arriving was Reid, tried to knock it forward, went behind Thomas, brilliantly done, swept on the football. Well, Swan's been everywhere, goes out wide, side bottom, gets a hand pass to Jolly. They need to stop them here, the Saints. Collingwood, again, in that frenzied fashion to start a game. Off hands, it falls in front. Fisher lost it. Beams was there with him. Down goes Pendlebury. Johnson had his kick smothered. Flicks across towards Montagna. Back to Fisher. Runs into a dead end. Scrambles a kick to halfback. Missed by Gardner. Taken by Jolly. The big man with the big body. Throws it on the boot. Goes very high. Up was Ball. Good blocking there initially by Maxwell, but to no avail. Forced forward by Milne. Tracks the ball down towards half forward. Pushes the